Hey everyone, this is First Warn Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Brad Panovich. Late Sunday night, I wanted to do a little bit of an update from my blog post earlier today. If you didn't get on my Facebook page or my blog, wxbrad.com, or follow me on Twitter, make sure you go check it out. It's a good kind of synopsis of what I think is going to happen this week. But I wanted to do a couple updates tonight before we get into Monday, because we still got some time to prepare for severe weather. I don't want to scare people. I don't want to, hype this thing up to be bigger than it is. It's not going to be as bad as it is in Arkansas tonight, but we certainly have a very high risk for severe weather. The highest we've seen in probably a year and a half or so. We just haven't had a lot of severe weather, and there certainly is potential for some tornadoes as we go, especially into Tuesday, into Wednesday. And on top of all this, even if we don't get any severe weather, we still have a flood threat because we're going to have 3 days of some pretty heavy thunderstorms. Let's get right into the nuts and bolts of what's going on tonight. We've got a warm front, which is making some pretty good progress through the area tonight. And that warm front intersects a cold front and dry line back to the west. Just horrible situation coming out of Arkansas. I mean, I don't even want to speculate, but the death toll is going to be much higher than what we're hearing tonight. And I'm hearing from some of the local stations and the state police around 6 confirmed right now. Could go much higher. And the scary thing is tonight, there's going to be another wave of severe weather that's going to develop right in here. The atmosphere is just so juicy, and we've got a short wave coming in that's going to kick off a whole nother round of thunderstorms, and you can see a squall line beginning to form here. So we're not done with the severe weather in the middle of the country tonight. For us, we've got some moisture heading our way. This is the warm front. It's moving in, and if you're outside tonight at all or early tomorrow, you're going to notice the humidity has really gone up here in the last 12 hours or so. Here's what I'm thinking as far as the severe weather threat tomorrow. And again, this is my thinking, not so much Storm Prediction Center. I like to go easy, low, moderate, high, extreme severe weather threat. I do think along the warm front and probably a little bit of what's going to be kind of a little wedge boundary, we're going to have a moderate risk for some severe weather. Not a lot tomorrow. Monday's actually the lowest risk of all the next 3 days. But I do think we could get a couple isolated strong storms, especially in South Carolina. Now on Tuesday, I think the whole area will be in a moderate risk, and we're going to have the potential for a high risk, especially late on Tuesday. It all depends on how much instability, and by instability I mean heating of the day. And then on Wednesday, this is mainly early in the day. We're going to have overnight severe weather that'll linger into Wednesday morning as the severe weather pushes off to the east. So as we look at the storm system advancing to the east, you can see the first wave trying to develop during the day tomorrow, but it's really just scattered. Tuesday, things get a lot more active, especially in the afternoon into the evening hours. But even notice as we go into Wednesday morning, we're going to have a couple waves of severe weather and just heavy rain going into Wednesday evening. Breaking it down a little bit closer hour by hour, notice tomorrow through 8 a.m. a scattered shower. By the afternoon, some isolated thunderstorms. And every time you see the sun come out, that's not necessarily a good thing tomorrow. And then big time storms could pass through early Tuesday before we get back into some heavy weather late in the day. And this is the time frame, 3 p.m. Tuesday to about 10 p.m. for tornadoes. And then in the overnight hours, look at midnight. We've got some heavy rain coming to the north. Some of these storms could be strong to severe. The one thing that could help us out, if we get a lot of rain initially, it might help cool things down just enough. It still means we're going to see a lot of rain around here. So let's go day by day. Severe weather threat for your Monday right now. We'll go on the low range for damaging winds and hail, low range for tornadoes. Now on Tuesday, that ramps up to a high for damaging winds, moderate for hail, and a moderate tornado risk on Tuesday. And this is really for Wednesday. It's going to be Wednesday morning, the overnight hours, if you will, from Tuesday into Wednesday morning. High damaging wind threat, hail, and on top of all this, I should not let this go by. We are going to have a pretty high risk for flash flooding. You can see the heavy rain that's going to fall through Tuesday. We're talking maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inches of rain in spots. And it's going to be a really good soaker for a lot of our areas. So tonight's the night. Most of Monday you'll have time to prepare. Make sure you charge up the cell phones, grab the Weathercaster app. Make sure you follow me on Facebook or Twitter above. I send all the warnings out automatically as soon as they come in on all those feeds. And make sure you watch WCNC and WCNC.com. We'll keep you up to date through the next 72 hours, and we'll get through this and get to better weather by Thursday. Hope you have a great night, a great Monday, and I'll see you Monday afternoon at 4 o'clock on NBC Charlotte.